The Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Arap Ruto, is one of the frontrunners for the presidency in 2022. And the truth of the matter is that it takes other factors to be declared the President of the Republic of Kenya. William Samoei Ruto has committed some grave political mistakes in the past. For example, President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta promised to support him for the presidency in 2022. But because of his mistakes, the president is not going to support him. If President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta were to support William Ruto for the presidency, as we speak today, I can guarantee you that the only thing which would be standing between William Ruto and the presidency would be the remainder of President Uhuru Kenyatta's term. But normally there are other factors which are considered for one to be declared the President of the Republic of Kenya. Today, the Deputy President and his brigades are going to Eldoret town for what they term as the mother of all political rallies. They're going to send a message, a very strong message to the country, and the Rift Valley region are going to release their son to go outside there and campaign in other regions. But can William Ruto win the presidency in 2022? One thing I can guarantee you is that William Ruto will one day become the President of the Republic of Kenya. But one thing I also guarantee you is that I'm not very sure whether in 2022, William Ruto can actually be declared the President of the Republic of Kenya. So in this video today, I want us to look at 5 things which William Samoei Ruto must do for him to win the presidency in 2022. But before you look into these 5 things which William Ruto must do, if you are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two and click the subscribe button. What we do on this channel is that we analyze politics in a way you can't find any other place. The best thing, just click that subscribe button now so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to those who are already subscribed, please, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. For those who are part of the gang, please just click that thumbs up now as a way of promoting the channel. And those who can, please drop your comments. Now let us get back to business, and I want to go straight to the point because I'm going for some funeral. A lady who is a friend of our family passed on, and she's a very close friend to my wife, so we'll be heading there straight from here. We are actually delayed. I've actually delayed because, you know, women are still, I don't know what she's still doing there. Now, what can William Ruto do to win the presidency in 2022? The first thing which he must do, which he continued to ignore until recently, is to build a coalition. William Ruto wanted to be a one-man army, or one-man guitar, if you know those. It's not possible for William Ruto to win the presidency alone. He can be popular, he can do everything, he can have all the money, but our politics is a bit tribal. And we have tribal kings in this country. So William Ruto must figure out how he's going to get and build a coalition. And I've always been wondering why William Ruto took long to accept the fact that people like Moses Kuria, people like Mwangi Kiunjuri are politicians who have ambitions, politicians who are interested in presidency beyond 2022. Because I don't understand why the DP, for example, decided to reject Moses Kuria's party. I don't understand why William Ruto rejected Mwangi Kiunjuri's party. He can allow the parties, work with them, but still dominate them in their regions if he wanted. He has everything. UD is already popular in the larger Mount Kenya region. These parties were just trying to compete and take advantage of where probably the nominations were going to be a problem. Because one of the biggest headache for both Ruto and Raila is nominations. And it's going to manifest itself today in Eldoret town. So William Ruto must look for a coalition. He must identify a political party. Like, for example, of late he's been focusing on Musalia Mudavadi and Wetangula. If William Ruto can craft a working coalition arrangement with Mudavadi, if he can create a working coalition with Weta and maybe Moses Kuria, that will give him an advantage, rather than if he assumed that he can go it alone. He must build coalition in 2022. The good news for him and his team is that already he has started accepting the reality that him alone cannot win the presidency in 2022. So the first thing which William Ruto must do is to build coalition with credible partners. If you want to do that, William Ruto can run, he can do everything, he's headed nowhere. Number two, the second thing which William Ruto must do is that he must start working on a credible team. There's this notion that majority of people who are supporting William Ruto are people of questionable characters. For you to be declared the president of the Republic of Kenya, you must be perceived to be someone who has a credible team. William Ruto must get serious professionals to drive his campaigns. It is time for the DP to do away with people of questionable characters around him. That is the only time he will be taken seriously. Even international communities like the United States of America, like what happened, let's take for example Oscar Sudi. Oscar Sudi is a very good politician, but his credibility is now being put to task. The other day he was involved in Aaron Ayadin in Tanzania. Then yesterday, Batwan, again, he had another encounter at Wilson with some other businessmen. People like those will force the international community to start putting their microscope on William Ruto. And they'll figure out that this guy is not the right guy. So they'll start sending signals, cables. WikiLeaks will start releasing details about William Ruto and his allies. You go to Kisii, for example, who are William Ruto supporters. The other day I was reading in one of the newspapers and they were like, a former prisoner or a jailbird contesting for Sijui, referring to Don Bosco Gishana, talk of all those people with questionable characters. Someone like Didmus Barasa, if you go to history of Didmus Barasa, he has very questionable past. So the DP must now start associating. You see, the deputy president did one thing, which I really love. He has managed to make UDA appear as a Kikuyu party. How did he manage to do that? He decided that the Kalenjin leaders who were always accompanying him were asked to take a break. So the deputy president was always attending political rallies, but without Rift Valley leaders. Doing that consistently meant their faces were reduced. So the faces which were now brought to the public were the Kikuyus. And that's how he managed to make UD appear as a national party. People like Aisha Juma appearing, Osoro, and the rest. That's exactly what he needs. Credible people. So that there are people who will be comfortable voting for Ruto if they see some credible people around him. Take, for example, the people Raila Odinga have appointed now to run his campaign. Beatrice Mayo, a very credible person. So the DP must reduce the people with questionable characters from around him and begin to work more with credible people. Number three, the third thing, and I don't know how the DP is going to do this. William Ruto must go out there and seek international support and network. There is no way you can become the president of the Republic of Kenya if, for example, the United States of America are not comfortable with you. If the United Kingdom are not comfortable with you. It is alleged that Uhuru Kenyatta became the president because the United States of America were not comfortable with Raila Odinga. The UK were comfortable with President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta as the next president of the Republic of Kenya. So William Ruto must figure out how he's going to win international support. He can do this. He can employ think tanks, credible think tanks, organizations to work something for him. Because if I ask you today, which other country have you seen the deputy president travel to in the last 5 years? You can mention. That time he was in Italy to do what? To follow up on Aror and Kimwarer. Beyond that, where else? Sudan. The last trip he made internationally was in Uganda when he was blocked from going there. Do you think you can become the president of the Republic of Kenya if you can't go beyond Uganda? You can't go beyond Sudan. So William Ruto must, if there are certain things which is stopping him, because there are stories that Martha Karua and William Ruto were banned from traveling to US and UK and other countries because of the 2007 elections. So if that is the truth, then it means the DP must start figuring out how he can appeal to some of these countries so that those bans are removed. But the thing is, William Ruto must get international support. He has been found with 2 international friends, tycoons of questionable characters, Aaron Ayadin, and there's even the guy who was found with Oscar Sudi. The guy met with the DP in Eldoret, according to sources. He's a businessman, and the DP, according to a story I read, was that the guy wants to support the DP for the presidency in exchange for some mining license. I think the guy wants some mining license, but it's being told, support us. When we get in, we'll get that. So the international network is something which the DP must work on between now and August. Number 4 is the Mount Kenya factor. William Ruto must understand that Mount Kenya region is Mount Kenya region. Uhuru Kenyatta is their leader. Even if Uhuru Kenyatta is not popular today, tomorrow they will still look up to Uhuru Kenyatta. I can assure you today that if, for example, Oscar Sudi were to abuse Uhuru Kenyatta the way he did at some point, his supporters will get angry. So the deputy president must figure out how he's going to appeal to the larger Mount Kenya region, even if he has their full support. He must stop fighting President Uhuru Kenyatta. William Ruto must stop fighting the elites from those regions. Because the truth of the matter is that the elites, who are the billionaires from these regions, can really decide to destabilize you. They can sponsor people against you. I was reading somewhere that there's a guy who wants to contest against Moses Kuria. This guy is not rich. Then he wanted to run, so he organized some fundraiser. Within 1 hour, he had raised 50 million. You know? So that's how powerful billionaires are. They can pump money to really disorganize you. So for example, they can decide that if Ruto wants Ndindi Nyoro in his constituency, so they'll sponsor someone just through UDA to destabilize Ndindi Nyoro. So Ndindi Nyoro will not win, then that guy will win, but then already they have destabilized the DP and his plans. So the DP must figure out how he's going to deal with the Mount Kenya region moving forward, considering the fact that there is Uhuru Kenyatta and then there are tycoons from those regions. Number 5, the running mate equation. Who will William Ruto make his running mate? Because that running mate is going to determine whether he's going to become the next president of the Republic of Kenya or whether he's not going to become the next president of the Republic of Kenya. For example, William Ruto can decide to make Musalia Mudavadi a running mate. I believe that Musalia Mudavadi William Ruto ticket is a winning ticket. Why? Because Ruto already has the Kikuyus. He's not obligated to give them the running mate. Of course, they are demanding, but he's not obligated. Even if he doesn't give them, someone like Rigathi Gachagua can now not jump ship because it's already late. He cannot claim that the DP should change them. It's already late for him. Alice Wahome cannot run. It's already late for them. So William Ruto has now the opportunity to go to other places. He can go to Western, have Mudavadi. If not, then he must get someone again from the larger Western, from the larger Central Kenya or the larger Mount Kenya region. And Rigathi Gachagua is that guy because of his character and those of the DP. He has the money. Rigathi Gachagua can talk, things like those. And lastly, William Ruto must avoid unnecessary wars. I want to give you an example. Why do you think William Ruto and his brigades are fighting Fred Okengo Matiang'i? Is it worth? Matiang'i is the cabinet secretary for interior. Matiang'i is just doing his job. If Matiang'i were to support William Ruto today, he would be out of office. But Matiang'i is a Kisii, which means the people of Kisii would do everything possible to protect Matiang'i from any attacks from the DP and his brigades. That's the challenge and that's the truth. Because our politics is tribal. Why is William Ruto fighting, for example, someone like Kibicho? Kibicho is just doing his job. If Uhuru doesn't want Kibicho in office, the next day Kibicho will be fired. But Kibicho is just doing his job. Why is the deputy president fighting him? Why, for example? There's no justification whatsoever for the deputy president to continue fighting some of these people. Because if you fight Matiang'i, Kisii will view you as fighting one of their own. If you fight Kibicho, and because he's powerful, he will go down there and do whatever he's already doing in Kirinyaga. Kibicho is already destabilizing the DP in Kirinyaga. How? He's already sponsoring Purity Ngirishi, and he has managed to get Purity Ngirishi off William Ruto's camp. So sometimes some wars are not really necessary. They can be avoided. William Ruto can avoid those unnecessary wars. I don't know what you think. But in my view, William Ruto and his brigades must do these 5 things. They must build coalition. William Ruto must have a credible team. He must build his international network. William Ruto must stop fighting Uhuru Kenyatta and the Kikuyu elites. William Ruto must get a credible running mate. And the deputy president must avoid unnecessary wars. Without doing that, William Ruto is not going to become the next president of the Republic of Kenya. And of course, if elections were to be held today, I don't think the DP will be declared the president. The president of the Republic of Kenya is already determined, and you know the person who is going to be the next president of the Republic of Kenya. It might be difficult for you, but you must accept the realities. You must accept the facts as they are. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.